Farmers across California and nearby regions are losing sleep over their fields. Beyond the usual concerns of weather and crop prices, wild animals, particularly feral hogs, are wreaking havoc in the rich farmlands of California's Central Valley. Feral hogs rip through tomato fields, costing farmers like John Miller thousands in losses. "I'm losing crops worth $2,000 every couple of days," Miller shared with local news, his voice weary from a decade-long struggle on his 4-acre organic farm against the U.S. feral hog population. Their numbers have exploded in recent decades, with these adaptable, fast-breeding hogs destroying fields from planting to harvest. When state-installed fences proved ineffective, Miller's community organized the largest hog hunt in local history, a bold stand to protect their way of life. Here's how it went down and what it means for farmers across the country. The hunt began at twilight when hogs invade Miller's fields. 100 locals, including 30 state wildlife sharpshooters, 20 farmers with hunting licenses, and 50 volunteers, fanned out across the Central Valley's rugged fields, following California's strict hunting laws. The state allowed culling outside protected zones with clear rules. No shooting within 1 mile of wildlife refuges and no targeting female hogs. Every kill had to be documented. Arjunan, a farmer and seasoned hunter, took position on a ridge, rifle at the ready. A massive feral hog barreled into a tomato patch. Arjunan lined up a clean, humane shot through the hog's shoulder as mandated by state regulations. The rifle cracked and the 200-pound hog dropped in a puff of dust. Chaos erupted as 15 more hogs charged from the brush. The hunters fired in sync while dogs rushed in to drive the hogs away from the crops. By day's end, 18 hogs were taken down, with no human injuries, though one dog took a minor tusk wound and was treated on site. The hunt stemmed from Miller's call to 150 farmers, supported by the Central Valley Farmers Association. Hogs weren't just destroying crops, they posed real dangers, like the attack on a worker near Fresno. The rallying cry, "Protect our crops, secure our future," brought hunters and volunteers together. The Wildlife Agency enforced safety, requiring trained marksmen and prohibiting stray shots. Carcasses were buried to prevent disease spread, with a vet testing samples. Before the hunt, 5 teams of shooters and trackers mapped hog trails in the dirt. Trail cameras identified high-traffic zones where hogs raided crops. Rifles, night vision scopes, and radios were prepped, with volunteers deploying noisemakers to draw hogs into open areas. Safety was critical. Only licensed hunters fired, and volunteers stayed out of the line of fire, ensuring compliance with state laws. The hunt saved Miller's crops for now, but the hog threat persists. The Farmers Association advocated for electric fencing, effective in other states and natural deterrents like plants hogs avoid. Switching to grains and insurance payouts, covering $2 million in losses over 5 years, provided some relief. Habitat loss, with thousands of acres of California wetlands vanishing in a decade, pushes hogs toward farms, prompting calls for restoration. Titan, the largest feral hog ever spotted in Hill County, turned a quiet Texas town into a danger zone. The 800-pound beast with massive tusks caused a crash on County Road 12 when a pickup swerved to avoid it, but thankfully the driver reached the hospital safely. Fences were crushed, yards torn up, and deep hoof prints scarred the ground. For 2 seasons, traps failed, and nighttime shots missed, making Titan bolder and more dangerous as the town grew anxious. Farmers knew Titan had to be stopped with either bullets or barriers before it caused more chaos. Summer is peak season for feral hogs, with giants like Titan roaming, hungry and aggressive. A farmer grabs a .308 rifle, loaded with high-caliber rounds for a quick kill. Texas permits year-round hog hunting, but summer heat makes Titans more active, raiding roads at dusk. A clean shot is crucial, as a miss lets Titans vanish, smarter and harder to track. Hunting alone won't cut it. Titans keep slipping away, and communities need protection now. A wildlife expert suggested a smarter approach. Fence Titan in first, then hunt if needed. But the fight's not over. Hogs keep coming, and we need stronger fences and smarter solutions to protect our fields. If you're fired up about saving our farms, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories on how we're tackling this wild hog invasion. In the pitch-black darkness of Mediterranean forests, where giant wild boars like ferocious shadows rampage, destroying crops and threatening human lives. Join us as we plunge into a deadly hunt where you'll witness heart-pounding moments, spilled blood, and life-or-death decisions. But don't rush to judge, for the real story is only just beginning. Tracking wild hogs across the Mediterranean, our first stop is Calabria Hill, a region hit hard by these beasts hiding in dense brush, causing millions in damages. Leading the charge is Thomas, a sharpshooter known for dropping wild hogs with a single round. Dawn's barely breaking, with a thin fog hugging the hillside, but Thomas's crew is locked and loaded. Hunting dogs work the grass, darting through thick trees to pick up any scent trails. Thomas bolts toward the noise. A dark shape bursts from the bushes, scrambling to escape. Thomas steadies his rifle, waits for a clear shot, and fires. Bullseye, the massive hog drops instantly. The team saves Calabria from these rampaging beasts. Lucky's squad rolls in rugged ATVs, tearing through winding trails deep into the forest. As soon as they arrive, they fan out to hunt for tracks. While Lucky closes in on a hotspot, a teammate's shot rings out. The wild boar was taken down instantly and tumbled down the slope. A dark figure bolts past. Lucky grips his rifle, cool as ice. Rapid shots track the hog's every move until it collapses on the forest floor. Could you keep your cool in a high-stakes moment like that? Big props to Lucky. He's a straight-up warrior out there. More than a hunter, he's a force of nature in the wild. He's a cold-blooded predator in the heart of the forest. From Campine Forest, we head southeast to Calabria's rugged hills in southern Italy, where hogs use the terrain to hide and destroy crops. At 6 a.m., Johnny's crew, led by Thomas's right-hand man, moves in quietly, blending into the landscape. Johnny spots a lone hog munching away, oblivious to the crosshairs on it. He chambers around, lines up the shot, and fires. A crisp shot echoes through the hills. The hog drops like a stone. For Johnny, it's not about the chase, just one perfect shot to end it. Kate's team comes locked and loaded, ready to stop the hog's destruction. They skip the open fields, heading straight for the dense forest. They slip through tangled branches and thick trunks, navigating a natural maze. Right on cue, a shadowy figure emerges in the distance. As the hog gets closer, a single shot rings out. It collapses without a fight.
Okay.
9-1-1. Buck's crew, backed by veteran hunting dogs, combs through thick underbrush. After half an hour, the dogs go wild near the forest's edge. They've cornered a monster, a hog pushing nearly 400 pounds. The beast charges through the trees, but it's too late. A hog that size could wreck an entire field if it escapes. For 2 weeks, villagers in rural Turkey have been plagued by hogs tearing up crops and attacking livestock under cover of night. Old-school methods failed to stop the problem. With the situation critical, our team joins locals to hunt down these invasive pests. Our first ambush of the day is set. We're barely in position when dark shapes start moving in the distance. A gunshot startles a hog, sending it crashing through the brush to escape. After a few more rounds, it finally drops, and I can't help but let out a cheer. Riding that high, we move up the mountain slope. We adjust our scopes on the fly as the herd weaves through rough terrain. The first shot's a tough one. Long distance, but sharp aim takes down multiple targets. In a flash, another silhouette pops up. We barely move forward when another hog steps into view. The second it breaks cover, I fire. Quick, clean, precise. Not far off, a huge hog bolts out. I hold my ground, grip my rifle, and let off a shot. My first round misses, and the hog makes a break for it. Lucky for me, my buddy's waiting down the slope. Another teammate fires, and the second hog hits the dirt. The dog's barking leads us to another hog trying to hide, but this one's a fighter. It slips through tight gaps and thick brush. We open fire, but the hog keeps dodging, leaving us frustrated.
Shit.
We push on, trekking over rocky trails toward the mountain's peak. Scanning ahead, we spot a herd of hogs charging downhill. No way we're letting them slip away. We spread out to cut off their escape. We push on, trekking over rocky trails toward the mountain's peak. Despite their speed, two drop almost instantly. We're sure more hogs are lurking nearby. The team keeps sweeping the area. Suddenly, the dogs chase a massive hog out of the bushes, catching us off guard. This beast is no joke, strong, fast, and agile. One final burst of gunfire, and it collapses in the forest, ending an epic showdown. As the gunfire fades and the forest falls silent again, the threat of the wild boars still looms. Will the hunting team continue to triumph, or does a greater danger await? Tune into the next part to continue exploring the dangers posed by wild boars and how to tackle them once and for all.